So now we are going to discuss about SBI Cards and Payment Services Limited IPO, so which has been listed on NSE and BSE on 16th March 2020. So it has got its listing process completed hardly 40 days back. So this is one of the live example of recent IPOs which has got a lot of hype in the market. So that's the reason let's discuss about this IPO. So before going to this, let's understand SBI Cards and Payment Services Limited profile. So it's been incorporated in the year 1998 as a subsidiary of SBI. So SBI holds 74% of the stake, means it is the shareholder of 68 crores 99 lakhs 27,360 shares, whereas CA Rover Holding is another promoter with 26% and its share worth or quantum of its share size is 24 crores 24 lakhs 6,911. So the total size is 93 crores 23 lakhs 34,274 shares. So here we will see what is the quantum of the share. So in this first para they have been mentioned that the offer for sale and fresh size, how much they want to get, and employee reservation for employees of SBI, they made a reservation of 18,64,669 shares, and for QIBs it is 2 crores 42 lakhs 24,003 shares, means we have already discussed QIB, qualified investment banker. So NIIs, it is 1 crore 83 lakhs 41,418 shares. For RIIs, it is 4 crore 27 lakhs 96,461 shares. For other shareholders or the shareholders of SBI, they have reserved 1 crore 30 lakhs 52,680 shares. So the strengths of SBI Cards is, it is the second largest credit card issuer in India. It has got a strong track record of growth and profitability. So when it comes to CAGR, it has overreached the industry. It has beaten the industry in credit card spend. The industry CAGR was 35.6%, whereas SBI CAGR was around 54.2% for 3 years, that is from 2017 to 2019, and it is available in 4 variants like Simply Save, Simply Click, Prime and Elite, and the payment networks are available with this bank was Visa, MasterCard and RuPay. It is also trying to interact with other payment networks to make itself more strong. So first let's start off with objectives of this issue. This issue is available in 2 ways. They came for issue by 2 means. One was fresh issue and other one is offer for sale. So fresh issue means going to raise additional money, indicates fresh issue, whereas offer for sale, already existing shareholders, if at all they are trying to sell their shares, then that is considered as offer for sale. So for offer for sale, almost it is putting 13 crores 5 lakhs 26,798, almost it is equals to 9,854.77 crore at a face value of 10 rupees. I am repeating it, it is a face value of 10 rupees, whereas the price band quoted for this was 750 to 755. It has been oversubscribed by 160%. It means out of 160 customers subscribed for SBI Cards, only 1 customer will get allotment. So that's the reason it has got a lot of demand for that. And for fresh issue, they have offered 66 lakhs 22,517 crores, same at the rate of 10 rupees, and everything will be same, and this way they want to raise 500 crores. So this 9,850 crores will not go to company. Only the 500 crores will go to company, and this 500 crores they referred in their red herring prospectus that they are going to use them for company future requirements, capital requirements in the future. So offer for sale, existing shareholder is selling, means pre-issue it was 74% stake for SBI, and in the post issue it has got 69.1%, and rest of the shares it has been issued or put offer for sale. So this is basic thing about SBI. The face value, it is 10 rupees. IPO price, the price band is given as 750 floor price, and 755 will be the higher end price. Employee discount of 75 rupees per share has been provided. Employee discount. The market lot was 19 shares. Usually people has a perception that by going with IPO we can become millionaire in the midnight, but that will not happen in the IPOs. Why? Because whenever the IPO allots the shares, they will be allotted in lot sizes or some fixed amount. Suppose the fixed amount will be maximum 15,000 rupees. So 19 shares at the rate of 755, it will become 14,345 rupees. Means I said 12,000 to 15,000 is the maximum, and any IPO if you see that may be after listing the price may go up twice or thrice. So the fellow ended up with double the amount or triple the amount, but not by millions of rupees, hardly 50,000, or he may earn 30,000 extra, not more than that. And this is about 19 shares, and especially when we have discussed about RIIs, NIIs and QIBs, qualified institutional buyer. So it is somewhere around 2 lakhs or more than 2 lakhs to RIIs and NIIs, and 50% of the offer has been given to QIB. In that they have anchor investors, somewhere around 35% of the QIB has been offered to anchor investors. So this is about your market lot and the amount. So they are listed in both NSE and BSE. The allotment finalization was done, means the start and end date, the IPO date, starting date was March 2nd, 2020, whereas it has been ended on March 5th, 2020, and for QIBs it is one day before, that is March 4th, 2020, it has been closed per QIBs. And the allotment on March 11th they have allotted the shares. So here in this para everything is mentioned. What is the face value of the equity, how many number of shares, or what is the proportion that has been allocated to QIB, anchor investor portion, ASBA allocation, and risks in relation to the first offer. Everything, means risk related to the company, is proposed in that document. But here, as this is the first case in credit card industry, this is the first company which has come forward for public issue. So comparative or peer comparison will not be there here. So only general risks related to the company specific risk has been mentioned. You can see those risk factors in page number 28. This is the document of a PDF document of 430 pages or so. So in that, in 28 page you can find all the risk factors mentioned. So if at all you want to go and see this document, you can go to sebi.gov.in. And here issuers and selling shareholders absolute responsibility. So what are the responsibility of the issuer and all has been specified, and listing will be done on BSE and NSE, and date, the listed date will also be mentioned. So the listing date was 16/3/2020, and these are the 6 lead book running lead managers, Axis Capital, BOA Merrill Lynch, HSBC Securities and Capital Markets Private Limited, Nomura Financials, Advisory and Securities Private Limited, Kotak Mahindra Capital Company Limited and SBI Capital Markets Limited. So a strong syndicate members are there. They have handled till now 46 issues. So based upon that, SBI has linked that, and the registrar of the issue was link. From here, means book running has been took place through link. The purchase has been taken place through link. So this is about SBI IPO, SBI Cards IPO.